As I said to you guys, Hermitage has been kind of the thing that sort of perked my ears when we first talked about a couple of conversations ago. Is that something that you guys are going to be chasing, or is it Malachite going to be the main one and then Hermitage a bit later, or is that going in parallels?
Yeah, I'll start on that and then hand over to Crispin. He can tell you what we're going to be doing there this year. But and I'll get Crispin to tell you a little bit of the history of how he identified that to pick it up. But we consider Hermitage is a fabulous package of rock. It's about 25 kilometres of strike. The geology there is quite different to Cape Ray. It's a different geological formation. The age of the rocks and the makeup of the rocks is very similar to what you see in Victoria. So in the Bendigo goldfield, it's a sedimentary package of sandstones and black shales, which is exactly what you see in Bendigo or Fosterville. Quartz vein mineralisation, and in those environments, so in Bendigo, the key pathfinders for mineralisation in Bendigo or Fosterville is arsenic and antimony. So what we're seeing at Hermitage, we're aware that the rock types were permissive, sandstones and shales, and this extends all the way up to newfound golds deposits, which are high-grade quartz vein gold deposits in black shales with antimony and anomalism. So we've got all of those ingredients. Virtually no one had been out there to do any work, and last year we had 2 or 3 days of field work where we sent a team out there to just traverse through some rivers. It's quite a remote area, it's difficult to get into. Traverse some rivers which went across the geology, and they identified and picked out gold bearing rocks in our crop, up to 7 grams. So this year we've got a follow-up program on that, all early stage, but I think it's really worthwhile Crispin giving a little bit of the history of the sampling and the geological survey sampling of the belt, and why he got in there and what we're going to be doing this year, Crispin.
Yes, we definitely see Hermitage as a supplement project to the main Cape Ray project, and our focus is on Cape Ray, and the majority of our exploration spend will be in the Cape Ray belt. However, we can't ignore the strength of the Hermitage target. As Justin had pointed out, it's located on another structure in a different package of rocks, more analogous to the geology on the eastern side of Newfoundland, where Newfound Gold has their high-grade gold interceptions. That's really created a boom of exploration in Newfoundland. There's 91 exploration companies currently exploring in Newfoundland right now. So there's 91 listed companies. There was $250 million spent in mineral exploration last year on the island, 1 million meters of core drilled. So this is a substantial amount of exploration, most of it focused on this structure on the eastern side, and of course on Cape Ray Shear Zone and around the Valentine Lake deposits. But as you go, if you look at the geology in Newfoundland, basically everything is oriented northeast, except for one small package of rocks in the south portion of the island where our Hermitage project is, and it's in completely different orientation. It's a structural anomaly. It's not only anomalous in geometry, but there's regional geochemistry over the entire island. We do geochemistry on the lakes, and Hermitage is the largest antimony anomaly in the entire island by not just in amplitude, but also in size. It's a 27-kilometer strike length anomaly, and there's a producing antimony mine very close to where Newfound Gold's project is. And it is associated with the gold fluids. You get arsenic, antimony, and gold in quartz veins hosted in these metasedimentary rocks. And that's what we're seeing in the Hermitage project. So we have, very strong arsenic, antimony, and gold geochemical anomalies, a structurally complex but completely anomalous geometry to the rest of the island. I think there's a lot of recipes, a lot of ingredients there for gold mineralization. And as Justin mentioned, we had some helicopter time last year. We flew over, sent the geos down in the brook, and there was too much quartz veins to sample in the short time that we had, and we ended up pulling up. I was hoping to get hundreds of ppb gold just to see, is there gold associated with these quartz veins, and you know, one of them came back at 7 grams, which was a bit of a shocker to me, considering the limited amount of work that we're doing, that we did there. So it is a supplement project. I think there's big potential. There's a lot of cover. Once again, it's a similar situation where there's significant till cover. And what we want to do this year is focus our exploration in dollars in the Cape Ray project and in and around the Malachite area. However, have field works. It's low cost, how high value add, large return on investment work. We got to get in there and just do the very early stage preliminary work of looking at these quartz veins that are right on surface, and coming up with a target, hopefully for a 2024 RC program that we can go in, drill down through the cover, define kind of broader target areas to focus in on with diamond drilling into the future. So that's really, this year is our first real boots on the ground in Hermitage. We're excited about it. We've got a lot to learn about it, but the fact that we're finding quartz veins with gold in them in a brand new belt that's never been explored is extremely exciting for us.